What's up, guys? It's johnificent from Ghostly Snails. This is going to be my first video on the channel, and I debated on what deck I should show you guys first, and I decided on one that I have a lot of fun with.
Who are you?
I'm gonna punch our cameraman. I decided to choose a deck that I have a lot of fun with. BLS Invoked or Invoked BLS, whichever way you want to say it. It's still a very fun ritual deck, and it's very good at working around certain decks, but it's also very bricky, so you have to be cautious about that. But with that said, let's get into the deck profile. Alright, the big baddie himself. 3 Super Soldier. He's very easy to get out. He gets even bigger when you use Beginning and Twilight Night as ritual material for him. And his main effect is that if he kills a monster, your opponent will take burn equal to that destroyed monster's attack. So that's basically what he does. On to the little guys. 3 Evening Twilight and 3 Beginning Night. They both do different things when they're used for ritual material. Twilight Night banishes monster on the field, and I'm pretty sure he's the one. Yes. Banish a monster on field and banish a card from your opponent's hand face down until your opponent's next end phase. Beginning Night also banishes a monster, and you can make a second attack when you kill a monster. With these 4 effects on top of Super Soldier's already effect, the only real way they can out Super Soldier is if they destroy with card effects, which unfortunately in today's game is very easily. I've seen multiple situations where I'll bring out Super Soldier and I was like, alright, I'm safe, and then it'll just kill it like Kaiju or whatever. It's just, I wish it had a built-in protection, but yeah, these are the little guys. Next up, one of the MVPs of the deck, Alistair the Invoker. He is very good because just summon, you get invocation. That whole recycling of invocation is just, it's broken in this deck. And yeah, it's basically Alistair. If you don't know what he does, how could you not? He's been around for a while.
3 subscribers lost.
Yo, pay attention.
I'm your god.
Next up, I played 2 BLS Envoy of the Beginning. I'm probably going to bump him up to 3 because when I need him, I don't draw him. I don't know, I might play around with it some more. Basically, he's what Super Soldier does without needing to use original monsters. Banish a monster on field or attack twice. But you gotta be careful with which effect you use, because if you use one, you can't use the other. So if you banish, that means you can't attack this turn. If you attack with the attack effect, you can't banish this turn, so you have to be cautious. But yeah, he's really good, especially when you use the ritual spell to bring out Super Soldier. You can just banish the Twilight and Beginning Night, summon him, and then just search off Beginning Twilight to refill your hand with a new ritual monster and another ritual spell card. So he really helps the deck. 2 effect failures. I have a love-hate relationship with effect failure right now because most decks is fine. I don't run him at 3 anymore. I feel like 2 or 1 is a sweet spot. I'm loving Ash now more than effect failure because I used to be all for effect failure. I love Ogre more than effect failure at this point, to be honest. I might bump him down to 1, but never play him at 3 because you will open multiples and you can only use 1 on your opponent's main phase, so you have to be cautious with failure. A 1 of Leveneer. This Leveneer banish 3 monsters, light, dark, both certain effects. Pop 2, summon a monster from graveyard. Yes, Leveneer. I never really use the other effect. It's either revive from grave or destroy 2 cards, and they're both once per turn, so it's really good. 1 light, 1 dark. It's a shame they're limited to 1, but I totally understand. You know, it's just a shame. You know what they do: banish a light or dark, respectively. Summon. And yeah,
Just Envoy.
It's
Just
Envoy. Yeah,
Just Envoy.
It's a shame. I loved him before they changed the text. It's just not the same. I will always love him no matter what. It's just I understand they had to do that to take him off the ban list, but I wish they didn't. But I still play 1 because of nostalgia. Plus, he helps the ritual cards. Onto the spells. 3 gateways. Gateway makes this deck. I'm always cycling between Gateway and Magical Meltdown. If you open Gateway, unless the rest of your hand is bricked, you will most likely be able to unbrick your hand. Summon, add Super Soldier hand. Every monster that gets sent to grave, you or your opponent, you get a counter. Then you can remove 3, add a ritual spell. It's the best. 2 Magical Meltdowns. I used to play them at 3. That's not necessary. 2 is completely fine because you just activate it, add Alistair, and then it protects your activation of Invocation and the fusion summon of fusion monsters. It's just good if you want to make sure that your activation of Invocation won't be stopped. If you want to have a ease of mind, it's great in this deck. Plus, it's really easy for me to swap between Gateway and Magical. Like, I'll use Gateway. Once that's done, just activate Magical Meltdown and go off the Invocation combo. 3 trade-in. It's really good. If you open Super Soldier, just discard it, draw 2, and you can just revive Super Soldier with Synthesis, because it can be summoned from graveyard off it. Plus, the draw 2 is never bad.
Why don't you use any other draw cards?
It's not. It's the best one, mostly because Super Soldier itself can be a brick, so having a way to get rid of that brick and still being able to draw 2, and the fact that Super Soldier Synthesis, I can never say that word right, will be able to revive him from the grave. It's like you're getting 2 for 1. You'll be able to draw 2, and you know that you can revive it unless someone called by the graveyard or whatever. But other than that, it's just really good in the deck. 3 Super Soldier Synthesis. It's great. If you open this, or if you open Gateway and you're able to add this, as long as you have a Beginning Night or Twilight Night in your hand, you will go off. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. My drink.
My drink. Yeah, but it's Synthesis. Gotta be careful though, because
I thought you said gotta be.
there has been times where I'll add all of them to my hand, and a Gateway will still be on the field, and I'm like, all right, this is just there now. Hope my opponent doesn't out me because I have no more ways to ritual summon. That's the only thing. When you go through your resources, they're gone. Two Invocation. This card is great. When I first decided to add Invocation to this deck, I was heavily thinking about playing 3. And then I realized that they just constantly recycle. It's like, oh, activate Invocation, activate Fusion Summon, whatever, activate Engrave, add Alistair back to hand, shuffle this back in deck. There's no reason to play 3. It's Invocation, you know? And the best part is that if you're in a pinch and all you have is Alistair in hand, you just activate it. And if your opponent has the red cards engraved, you can just banish that. So I've found out that it can help me out in certain situations. So yeah, Invocation. 2 Twin Twisters and 2 Call by the Graves. These are basically just outs. I don't like playing against back row heavy decks too much, so Twin Twisters, Call by the Grave, because I don't play much hand traps, but I don't want to be hand trapped, so Call by the Grave's great in that aspect. And now my one-ofs. Foolish Burial, Terraforming, Reinforcement. Reinforcement add Beginning or Twilight to hand, Terraforming for Gateway or Magical Meltdown, Foolish Burial to ditch Beginning or Twilight Night if you want to summon Envoy of Beginning or End, you know, whichever one. Extra deck. For my links, I play 1 Salmon Great. He's just very easy to bring out. You normal summon the Alistair or Beginner Twilight, dish them, summon him. If you have another monster field, quick tribute him, and they can't be killed by card effects. It's just very easy. Alistair of the Invoked. He counts as Alistair on field. That's basically the only reason why I play him. He does other things, but that's not really necessary. It's just because he counts as Alistair on field or grave. Generic Link 2 for Warriors. That's about it. Underclock Taker because it's underclock. And now for the Invoked Fusions. Calgia. He can either help or hurt you. There's certain situations where I'll summon him and I immediately regret my decision because he does limit to both people to only attack once. On the plus side, he also does negate on field, so leave or take, I use him. The best card in the deck. Extra deck, that is. He is great. Very easy to bring out. He negates everything, and it's not once per turn. So what he does is that if your opponent were to activate anything, monster, spell, trap, if you have that in your hand, discard it, negate, and banish. Not destroy, banish. So, yeah. I can never say his last name. He's just there to be a big boy. MVP of the extra deck, Elysium. He is great because he counts as almost everything on the field. He's just a big baddie that I wish I could bring out more times than I can. Yeah, it's Elysium. He's great. For draw power, basically, Utopia package. And I play only Cypher. I don't care for him. He's just weird nowadays. Number 97 and number 100. I'm probably going to take out Cypher for another Dragon number XCs because this combo is a 1-turn kill if you can get it off. If you know what it does, I don't have to explain. Basically what happens is that you summon him, detach material, summon him, and then you go for game. That's basically all it does. I don't really have a side. I'll show you what I have at the moment. 2 artifacts. I have Lancias, but they are weird in this deck. 1 prep. I'm probably going to bump up to 2 on my side. 1 urgent ritual. Breakthrough skill. 2 summon limits. I'm probably going to bump up to 3 because it's helped me out a lot. 1 super soldier ritual in certain games because I run out of synthesis and I need another way to ritual summon, and he comes in clutch. And normal BLS, because if you ritual summon him with Beginning in Twilight, he still gains the effects of Beginning in Twilight Night. A lot of people don't realize that, but you know, it's another 3,000 with a lot of effects.
So what would you change in this deck?
Change? I will probably take out 1 or both effect failures for Ashes. I would probably take out Reinforcement, even though I hard draw it a lot of times and it helps me out, but most times it's just sitting in my deck and I never get to draw it. Twin Twisters for legit anything else. I don't know. Maybe Lancias, maybe Ghost Ogres, maybe Pot of Extravagance if I could afford it. But other than that, yeah, this is my BLS Super Soldier Ritual deck. That's pretty much it. If you like this video, there will be more on the way. We plan on releasing a video every Monday and Friday if we can. There might be times where we don't upload because we have nothing or we're not doing anything, and we're probably gonna hit a limit of, oh, we have no deck profiles because we recorded all our deck profiles and we don't just want to waste money on making a new deck profile just upload. But we will see if we can find a way to record like friendly games, you know, see if we can find a way to record, you know, locals and shit like that. We are planning on going to a regional in the future. This guy's being an idiot. But yeah, if you liked it, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Ghostly Snails, you know. Follow us on Instagram, that we just remembered we had. Ghostly Snails, is it TCG or just Ghostly Snails?
Wait, what?
The Instagram, is it just...
It's just snails.
It's Ghostly Snails. Alright, cool. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Subscribe for more content, and yeah.
We're never going to use this recording, by the way.
Yes, we are. Fuck you.